When landmarks vanish and visibility fades, Dead Reckoning keeps you on course. Welcome to Dead Reckoning Techniques, where we'll learn how to navigate using direction and distance from a known starting point, perfect for challenging terrains or low visibility conditions. Dead Reckoning is a fundamental navigation technique that tracks your movement from a known position using compass bearings and distance estimation. When landmarks are scarce or visibility is limited, think of fog or night or dense terrain, Dead Reckoning ensures you stay oriented and reach your destination. Dead Reckoning relies on 4 principles. Your starting point, which is when you're beginning from a confirmed, known position with a marked coordinate or landmark, as well as direction tracking, which maintains accurate compass bearings to stay on course. Distance measurement is using pace counting or time estimation to track how far you've traveled. Continuous plotting involves regularly updating your position on a map to monitor progress. Pace counting is the heart of distance measurement. Pace definition. 1 pace equals 2 steps. Left foot, right foot. Individual calibration. You should be determining your personal pace count over a known distance, typically 100 meters. You can map this out using your phone and simply count your paces to see how many steps it takes for you to walk 100 meters. Terrain factors. You should also be adjusting for slopes, vegetation, load, or fatigue, which affects your stride. Counting methods involve using pace speeds, tally marks, or counting devices to track your paces accurately. You should calibrate your pace with 5 steps. Measure a 100-meter course on flat, easy terrain. Walk at your normal speed, counting your paces. Repeat 3 to 5 times to find your average pace count, typically 60 to 70 paces for about 100 meters. Test this on various terrains like hills or brush to understand the differences, and then create adjustment factors for conditions like adding paces for uphill or dense vegetation. Maintaining direction is always going to be critical. Frequent bearing checks is when you're going to verify your compass bearing every 50 to 100 meters to stay on track, like trees, rocks, or mountains along your bearing to guide your path. Course corrections involve making small adjustments to avoid drifting rather than large corrections later. Terrain affects your pace count, so adjust accordingly. Uphill can add 10 to 20% to your pace count due to shorter strides. Downhill, you can subtract 5 to 10% as your strides will lengthen. Under heavy vegetation, you should add 15 to 25% for slower movement through brush. Sandy, soft ground adds 10 to 15% as it increases the effort to walk. Ice and slippery conditions can add 20 to 30% to account for cautious steps. Mark your starting position accurately on a topographical map and then draw a bearing line from your start point using your compass. You can then convert your pace count to map distance using the map scale. Mark your estimated position along the bearing line. Update your plot regularly to track progress and catch errors early. Errors can throw off Dead Reckoning, so watch for these. Your pace count drift. Recalibrate regularly and adjust for terrain. Bearing errors occur, so you should be checking your compass frequently and use intermediate targets. Fatigue effects include monitoring for tiredness and adjusting pace counts as needed. Environmental factors. You should account for weather, load, or terrain changes to stay accurate. Take Dead Reckoning further with advanced applications. Multi-leg navigation is when you chain multiple bearings and distances for complex routes. Your return navigation is when you use back bearings and reverse pace counts to retrace your steps. And position confirmation is combining with terrain association and matching map features to the landscape whenever possible. Dead Reckoning is your lifeline when the world disappears. By tracking direction, measuring distance, and plotting progress, you can navigate any terrain with precision. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.